Yo. I've spent most of last week all over Tarkov running the tail end of the Labyrinth event, as well as hunting Cultist to cash in on the inflated knife value. We'll dive a bit deeper into that in a second, but long story short, my best moneymaker by far this week has been my return home to Streets. Originally, I'd planned to make this video about my hunt for the Labra figurines and turning them in for the Tagilla Minotaur helmet, and although we did cash in a bit of ruble along the way, the statues have a 1 in 5 chance to spawn in their respective room, and you have a 1 in 5 chance to spawn in any of the 5 spawn locations on the map. I sent nearly 80 Labyrinth runs over the course of a week, and I didn't get the 1 in 25 Bloodsucker spawn one time. Around the last couple days of the event, the Tarkov TV dropped, in which Nikita announced that in order to experience the full Tarkov storyline, PVE accounts are going to have to be reset. With my hopes for finding the statue dwindling and the value of the helmet nearly non-existent, as I'd have to reset the account anyways, I decided to cut my losses and aim for something a little bit event adjacent, I guess, to close the video out on. And that brings us to Cultist hunting. I ran 20 raids in 2 days on customs, and I did not see them one time. I even bought a fresh dorms marquee, hoping I could eke out a little bit of profit on a side hustle on raids where the cultists didn't spawn, and from all 10 uses of the 24 million ruble key, I found 1 SW card and some standard marked loot. The only silver lining was this raid. A minute. I see. One, two, three. One could have perished in the process, but I think he's outside front. And then there should be one more, right? Oh my god, they finally exist, man. I like gave up. I'm pretty sure we heard one out front. And he has 4 followers on customs. You know what? I'm gonna do this now. Gimme. Gimme. Wait till we hear that door open. Normal knife, brother. Come on. God, I'm broke, boy, are you? Let's see. 1, 2, 3. Right. He always has 4 on customs, right? Okay. Man, he doesn't have one either. So glad I went with the PPBS. This is definitely the way to do it. Right, let's go loot big men. Get out of here. Oh. You love to see it squash his money. What a beautiful raid. We gotta go for a back-to-back now, of course. Take a little peek around town. But if all goes according to plan, this is 15 mil in the bag right here, between the 3 of these. A beautiful setup. The 3 knives sold for 4.9 mil each, but it cost 2 mil per listing. So with the 20 mil loss on the dorms key and the barely 9 mil profit on the only successful cultist hunt, as well as countless kits that I lost in the Labyrinth over the week before that, I was surprised to see, after collecting the Ragman offer from a full week of gameplay, that we were not only past a halfway point to $1 billion, but 526 million rubles. Just around 86 million over the closing point of the Woods video. I definitely wanted to be a lot higher than this going into next week, and I knew I'd have the whole weekend to stream after dropping the Sherman Farm video last week, so I prepped the account for a return to form. A full weekend of Streets, and occasionally Labs loot runs. And this is where the video really begins. 2 in the morning, yes sir. Ooh, the frames. The frames are not hitting like Labyrinth. I was saying though, I figure we do a little Perusing Streets because I do kind of want to make another like 50-60 mil over what I've already made for this video. Take a peek for RBK. I've got a handful of uses on marquees to use. So we've got, I don't know. What do we have? 6 uses? I'll probably do like 3 streets right here. And then we'll go peruse labs a little bit. Go back to streets after the labs runs. Hey. Or go play CS or something. To close the stream out, we'll see. $10. Intel on the table, that's actually beautiful. Come back to streets and immediately get rewarded. A couple of ground spawns here. Wing danglator, wang danglator, yes sir. Oh. What was it here? That was a fun stream. I'm excited to do more viewer weapons in the future, but I think I'm going to try to finish out the PVE series ASAP. I think it'd be more fun to run viewer weapons on PvP anyways. Gotta make like 450 mil in a couple weeks here. It's doable. Especially with the ideas I got cooked up for next week as well. And that 450 mil is going to start with a green card in check 13. Please? Okay. I lied. It's not going to start with a green card in check 13. Nothing in the bloodstains. No biddies. Okay. Classic, I guess. The Lighthouse one? Yeah, it's the same as like Yellow Card. Like, the return on investment on Yellow Card and Lighthouse Marquee is so high because of how cheap they are. But it doesn't have that high of a potential. Cultist like 100k? Yeah, okay. It's still worth more than a serve 12. Check 15, be kind to me. My first raid back on streets. Bless me. Oh god. A singular SJ6? And a statue. Is it a loss? Hold on. I think I bought it for like 1.5. So that's profit, I guess. You don't really love to see 3 items total. We'll take what we can get though. I bounced and my gun bounced. That should be good. I'm dead. Oh! That shit bounced off my forehead. Oh my god, I blocked that. Get down, grenade! Thank god he yelled get down grenade. I would have stood there until that landed at my feet. Excuse me. Is that from over there? What is go? Why he's just phased? Where did he go from? That one's got a pestily mask, bro. I'm out of ammo already. Go hit up the bank. Started collecting the rusted keys. You're about to make money. With how unlucky I get with the rusted keys, someone's got to get paid. It's going to be you guys. Yeah, let's keep it loaded. She said, ooh, little GPU. You're hitting the little AI response button every time you type though. Polearm? Oh my god, let us joust on the BTR. 0 to hero starting with nothing but a halberd. Anyways, factory marked room. Or nothing. Does this spawn even exist? Have you guys seen shit here? I've seen 1 card on this bookshelf. Overall, stash value 879 mil. It used to be 0. My stash value is 8. We are up 879 mil from when I started this series. Not a single card. We have 1 card on the shelf the whole time. My ruble count is not 800 mil, just so we're clear. But it's getting there. You see them on the floor? Yeah, I've seen a lot of them on the floor in factory. I don't understand why factory mark is so expensive. It feels like it has nothing in it ever. That's like the worst marked room in the game. Shared bedroom? Hey, brother, that's a mill, right? Does that suck and it's a day ruining fine inside RBK? Yes. It's awful. I'll give you that. But a mill's a mill, no? Ooh. Squash? You guys, if you're not on Squash game, Squash is nutty. They're like 50k a pop. Such a free pickup. Shit. Take it. That door just got closed. So there's a scav inside here. Or a ghost? True, it's probably haunted actually. Now that I think about it. Alright. That's not a bad one. No colored cards, unfortunately. No Kaban. Nothing too crazy. No biddies, actually, huh? Damn. Alright, I take it back. Bit of a letdown. Did we fill my whole bag with copious amounts of loot that will satiate my hunger? Yes. But none of it's a Bitcoin. Dude, there's so many. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 PMCs. And that was like all at check. Pretty much. And inside a med camp, I suppose. Look at that. I guess we got an intel. Bit of ruble. 10 PMC kills, not a bad run. I'll get this depot and run it right back. Probably do like 2 more streets runs and then we'll go hit labs for a little bit. Let's actually take a peek. What is it? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 PMCs. Every single one of them on the map was right in the middle there. My first raid back on home turf felt good, but I knew with a bit of luck I could push our rubling even further. God damn it. Blue collar Tarkov. I mean, it's a vibe, to be fair. It's definitely a good place to blow off steam, especially when loot is just continues to be. Especially, dude, I don't understand why they nerfed the labyrinth on PvP. That makes no sense. A roaming gang? No, it's got to be one. I think the bosses with the guards is fun if they're stationary. Bosses with guards that roam sounds horrible, like actually horrifying. But if it was just one guy walking around in like full plate mail, way little red card. Can we get a twofer? Please give me the twofer. I'm not seeing a twofer. We tried our best, boys. We're not complaining. The red card pays for the key, like in full. Just getting one. Check 13 is like 6 mil. I think red is like 5 mil. I mean, I guess check 13 could go up, but when I bought this one, it was 6 mil. 8 mil? Red card's 8 mil? Surely not. A boss who throws smokes? Yeah. That's what I'm talking about, man. He hobbles around, crouched around on the ground. Little creature. Like, he only uses scav guns. He doesn't have good guns, but he has good loot. Because he's a little loot goblin, you know? I'm describing me. I'm describing... That's criminal. Never mind. We shouldn't have any bosses anywhere. What the fuck? PVE, baby. It's gonna be a good day, boys. Referred to myself as the boss who got clapped? Yeah, they heard me talking shit. I tossed a red card up for just shy of 8 mil before getting coerced into running a goofy little M60 build back on the streets, where I managed to find a biddy on the biddy rock as well as on the floor of Iron Gate Free Room, before nearly losing the entire kit to a hard skill issue. Oh! That bitch was in the apartment. Ow. We're chillin'. Neither of the marked rooms wanted to cough up the goods, so I flared out and ran back the M60 with the Tango. That Rage Relax had a shiny new biddy in store, but Factory ghosted us again. So I made my way to Lexos to take my frustration out on Gus, but that boy got hands. Dude! I saw Bosmike on the gun at the last second. That's so fucked up. Oh my god, dude. I was getting body blocked. First we get 3 tapped in the chest by 54539 PS. It was Gus. Of course it was Gus, that son of a bitch. We gotta get a revenge. Probably tomorrow though. I wanna go labs for a little bit. Dude, this frame rate is so much better. That's the one thing, man. I need streets to work as a map. Because it is so much more fun to play, but... Oh, that's awesome. Hopefully we don't find a Ledex or something. Something crazy. Like a card. Got a little bugged raid going on here. Cards still work? Yeah, I know, but... I have to leave if I find a card, otherwise I'm gonna panic and die. Take ourselves a little peek. Frog wasn't woke. Frog has been woke since day 1. That's what they know me as in these parts, man. The woke frog. I just got the Mjolnir unlocked last week, so I figure I might as well have a little fun with it. Oh, I can't use my stims or put limbs back on. That kind of sucks. Man, I can't even... That's like... I might just reset. Because the whole run and being able to loot dark and everything is so much quicker if I can pop the doubles before and one tap all the PCs. I think maybe we just hit yellow and then go hit res and dip. I don't want to worry about hitting middle. Dealing with PMCs when I got nothing to store. Damn. One last page. Godspeed, soldier. GP coin. Res unit. Gimme. Card. Dude, it's always worth it. Even if you don't use every single one that you find, like grabbing the res key on your way through is just a free 100k item every time. Alright. And we're out. We did not get to use our secure container, but we're still making it out with a bit of juice. We got the orange key card, guys. Alright. That's enough of that bit. The next lab raid ended just about as soon as it started, and aside from the violet card in check 13, the final raid of the night was pretty uneventful. So I took a little sabbatical on CS with the stream, and I hopped back on the next day to start the real rubling. I don't have nades, that could be a problem. I think we're gonna have to go through here and loot the nade boxes on my way through. Otherwise, if Kaban's there, it's gonna be a problem. Rude. Starting off weak with absolutely no items. Take a while to min-max profits. I don't really min-max profits, so it's all good. Like anything, if I only make like 5 to 10k profit selling it to the market instead of therapist, and it's a pretty low volume item, like under 15, I usually just therapist all of them. But if something I get a lot of, like nuts and bolts, I mean, those are obviously like way higher margin anyways, because they sell for like 5k, but they sell for 30 on the market. Hey, little Conk 63 biddy to start the day out. I haven't seen one in here in a while, but for the most part, it's really quick. It's just waiting for stuff to sell if I get undercut really hard randomly. Ooh. Lots of spawns in the cinema, too. I guess this is Conk 8. This isn't even cinema. Uh-oh. My tummy! No biddy. Let's go get the stomach back on. Gotta have the sauce luck. True. 9 keys from 10 uses. Hey, the frog luck gets the biddy in check 15 though. Number 2 of the raid. And another GP coin. Don't mind if I do. We're stacking them up. They'll be useful one day, surely. Hope. Never the double biddy. Alright. They're not there. Okay. Moving on. 1 use left on check 13. Can we get our 3rd card of the key? Preliminary sweep is seeing nothing. Maybe the last use will be better. Hey. Can't even, no reason to even put it away. Little $200 pickup on the way through. It was worth my while for once. Why did they, like, the instant that I shoot a bullet, they move their head? It's, like, intentional. They dodge that shit. Low-key hoping we don't get RBK here because I don't want to run across the map twice. And I don't have, Triminol. I have, Adobos. So it'll be a slow run still. I'll just be a little bit less heavy. It's empty. Dinosaur edit on the bottom left. You want me to be a little VTuber? Little frog PNG? There's a gold. Has there always been a gold spawn in the pants here, or is it just that chain? I feel like I've never seen, like, a statue or anything spawn there. Like, normally you'd see something. I'm coping right now and just hoping that it's what the case is. Otherwise, I've been goofed upon. Shirley, please, man. What is this? Yeah, glue card's a fucking beast, man. Hey, little moonshine. To close it out. We are home free. 2 biddies and a moonshine in the bag. And a GPU, but those are unfortunately no longer of note. Not a bad haul. 1 use on each of the marquees. We'll do 1 more street trade here before we go to labs. The next run went by without a hitch, but the best pulls were a moonshine and a green bat, so I'm going to fast forward through not only that run, but the first labs raid as well, where I picked up a Ledex and then got immediately dropped by a raider. That must have been received as a sacred offering to the loot lord though, because my luck hard pivoted after the untimely passing in garage. Yellow had our back again on the following run with a Ledex, and I made it out with another 5 to 6 mil haul, but those were our final 2 uses of red and violet, so I had to reinvest another 12 mil into cards, and then I got right back into the dungeon. Also, I could loot the most OP card on the map, and of course I'm talking about the cheapest one, barely clocking in at over 1 mil on a bad day. Yellow card. Making it first to 4, exactly. Classic. Oh, GPU to start us out in here. It's such a dumb bit. Gimme. No way we That's the second red card in yellow today. What the hell? 1 million ruble key, by the way. If you're not looting yellow, you're fucking up. I'm gonna be honest. And the red ARE. And the voodoo. Oh my god. What an insane one. Holy, I'm saying, Winsy. Speaking of holy, okay. I gotta stop. I cleaned up that raid and pulled out with yet another 8 million ruble gem from yellow. And I'll let some of the other labs raids extract play in the background here for a second, but I just want to take a moment to implore you. Whether on PVE or PvP, just to buy a yellow card. You don't have to loot any of the other money cards on the map if you don't want to, but if you're on labs, yellow is the cheapest key with the best ROI of any of the cards, and I promise you will not regret picking it up. Anyways, my boxes were nearly full from just a day and a half of raiding, and I was itching to play more CSGO, so I cleared out the boxes for stream, linked below by the way, and finally collected half a week of farming. The rest of it has sold to Regman. God. Yeah, okay, it's not that deep. It's not that deep. It's still pretty clean, though. Lots of mil stacks at the top from those cards earlier today. Get these dollars put away. What do we start out on? Let me go check the clip really quickly. Oh, wait, 509. 509 mil. Already at 35. Take a little peek. Surely we break 6. No, we don't break 6 at all. Oh, no. I believe so. 77 mil right here. Gotta buy ourselves another money case in a second. Unfortunately, I ran down my Street Smart keys earlier in the day, so after dumping nearly 20 mil into a new set, my ruble stack was back down under 570 mil. I decided to try to run 1 more Street Trade before calling it a night, and looking back, I really just wish I'd logged off instead. It's been like 6 uses since we've seen a single key card out of you. Can we just get one out the bookshelf first? Yeah. Take the abdomos. Do I have it still? There's no easy way out. I'm sorry, boys. That's so fucked up. That's the second card that I've seen on that shelf in like 60 or 70 opens of the key. And it's a SW card. Since I started doing this series on PVE Billionaire. The second card that I saw on that shelf. I was so excited. I haven't seen one on the shelf in so long. What a fucked up day. If blue card didn't exist, you wouldn't have to kill him. That'd be awesome. Dude. I was stuck in the vault. That's just a fucked up raid, man. What can he even do about that? This needs to stop. After such an abysmal experience, you'd think I'd throw in the towel, but I woke up with a second win on Sunday, ready to take streets down a peg, all by my lonesome. Okay, we are up, what is it, 127 mil from where we ended last week, which is still solid, but I want to make a little bit more progress, so I'm going to run some street raids today, off stream, just me and you guys. We'll see where it takes me. I got these marquees, just bought them. We were like 140 over, but we did a little investing. We bought those. We'd had to buy some brand new cards as well earlier. Bought the fresh red and violet. That was yesterday, though. Today's a new day. Let's go make some ruble, huh? A little perusing on streets. And I figured while we're at it, why not go back to the basics and take the MCX out for a spin? Let's hit it. Ooh, I got the tan on. I got that shit on. Damn. Yay, what a weird spawn. You know what? Not complaining. Okay. Surely this key's gonna start treating us nice. New key, new loot. Red rebel key tool off the bat. And the black card? You know what? Maybe the key was the problem. This is a banger abandoned factory key. The last one I bought must have just not worked well. Unlucky. Let's get him in there. You can drop this. This is why I bring that knife. I've said it before, but you can put these red rebels, or a taiga if you find them, right into that spot and just drop your knife on the ground and leave it there forever. You don't even have to worry about it. Nothing on the bookshelf as per usual. I'm sure I showed the clip from the stream, but that shit was devastating. Finally finding an item in the bookshelf, and it was just the SW card. That really was classic abandoned factory, but I think with this one, we might be turning a new leaf over. Streets are saying abandoned factory key might be on the come up. Taking a little peek inside of Relax Room. With a moonshot off the gate, this might just be a bless raid. Surely RBK's here if it's all looking this good. We're on the up and up from front to back. Number 2. Let's just get a stack out of there at this point. It's all good. If there's another one in here though, it is not going in the ass. Okay. Well, we are officially risking 500k. Nothing you can do about that. No complaining, that's for sure. Already off to an insane start on the first off-stream raid. I don't even know why I bother streaming streets at this point. Maybe I'll just do labs on stream. And other maps, other various loot institutions, but streets might just be a map for me. Am I blind? Hello? I am blind. That boy was hiding. We've got bogey. The perfect loot again. Hitting the grenade box for the the impact nade and unlocking the door. I really like that little time save. I mean, it's dumb. It's not that insane of a time save overall when you really consider it, but time is money around these parts, baby. Every second you save is another second you could spend on a new run. That's the type of shit you gotta be about to make money on streets. Actually, that's not true. Streets just has way too much loot. It's almost impossible to lose money running this map. As long as your computer can handle it. Let's see if I was right. If this is just a bless raid. Get ourselves a little RBK on the shelf. Finally? Negative. We tried our best. It's all good though. We're gonna make money elsewhere. Dude. Okay. My bad. I should have sprayed longer. That's... I mean, the street story, the street's classic. A tale as old as time. It's over. It's so fucking... It's never been more... I mean, at least we got the black card. Yeah, of course it's Sigma, bro. 1 bullet of 54539 BT. That's what I get for wearing the helmet and the Death Shadow instead of a CQCM. CQCM would have tanked that absolutely. I dumped the black card for 7 mil, tossed out another MCX kit, and moseyed back on the streets, where I was just immediately gunned down by a guard through the fence. It did feel a touch bittersweet, with the memory of the factory marquee finally hitting fresh in my mind as I get burned by my own mistakes. But I soldiered on, and thankfully streets did not allow my determination to go unnoticed. Don't let me down today, baby. Key tool, key cars? I'm seeing it. Looks like a red or violet. It's a red card. Alright. This is just incredible, man. The first use of both keys on this day of Tarkov playing has netted us a card. It is an absolutely beautiful day to be on streets. Well, that's both the keys, at least one of the keys, never mind, paid for. 7 mil, 6 mil pays for one of them. If I get one more key card, I'm pretty sure that's the full cost of both keys covered. If you consider the Red Rebel and both the key tools as well as that key card holder. It's all money, baby. Unfortunately, I really wanted to keep dying that day, so I just had to botch another Kaban approach. Dude. Did I just step on a mine? Is that really what happened? I tried to avoid this guy, and I just kept walking right. Yup. That's awesome, man. I got scared by this guy, man. I couldn't help it. Yeah. Yup. You know, at the end of the day, it's not the end of the world. Got ourselves a little moonshine, sugar, chocolate, key tool even. And on top of all that, the other biddy, the keycard holder with the red card in it. God damn. Not a bad raid. I'm glad I got to hit check 13 at least this time. I was able to survive half the raid on a PVE server. I don't even know how I'm going to make it work when I go back to PvP. There's no loot and I am not winning fights. This is awesome, man. A huge indicator of what's to come, honestly. Oh well. Buy a new kit, send it back. What's the worst that could happen? The mediocrity of the loot from the following raid really made it hard to keep in good spirits after that tragic medcam incident, but Concordia always knows how to cheer me up. That's why we check it, baby. The Ledex behind the counter underneath Concordia. Let me just show you guys where this is in case you're unfamiliar. That's the med camp. This is that long hallway that's like the little gate truck stop. I'm gonna ignore him for 1 second just so I can grab this and get it safely put away here. That was the only one? Okay. But yeah, there's like, what, 1, 2... I think that's another one, and then 3 med spawns here. And I've found 2 Ledexes here before. That's the 3rd time I've ever found a Ledex here in all of my times playing Tarkov, but that's why we check it, baby. 2 extra mil in the bag. The raid was dry, but at least the random Ledex spawn was there. Got to show off a little something cool. You love seeing those little weird spawns like that every once in a while. You're just not used to seeing. You check them every raid and they're never there, and then all of a sudden it's there and it makes every second that you've wasted on the other checks finally worth it. Just a little axle. Skull ring. Nothing major, but it adds up. Every room's got its little trinkets in it. Okay, that's enough axles, I think. I really hope. The next statues are at least worth more than 20k. These ones are brutal. I mean, actually, I think axles are like 30, but still. Saying though, you know, every room has its little 1 or 2 trinkets in it. They're all nothing crazy. Sometimes, you know, occasionally you get your single, double, triple biddy rooms. They go a little bit crazy, but in general, the loot feels pretty mediocre until you get to the end of the raid and you realize your bag's full. And every single slot is like 20k. I mean, this one's a little bit weak. We got Ravens and Axles galore, but typically, every slot's 20k. When you get those 40 to 60k statues, I think we're a little bit too heavy finally. But we're pretty much done with the raid. I'm going to wait it out. I'm not going to pop any sims. We just have to hit 64, 63, and then walk out the back door here. Walk out the front door, actually. We have to go to Crane, huh? Because we don't have crash site. Okay. 64 front couch. Got us with a little. Couple of trinkets, badge and a Santa. I'm feeling 64 this raid. Okay, we're egging. My bad. We're just egging. It's all good. 200k is 200k, man. We're not complaining. Like I said, it all adds up. 64 office treating us nice though. That's 200k between the two of these right there. And last but not least, Concordia 63. A room that is technically free if you're willing to jump through the window every time, but I'm lazy. And the key's only like 30, 40k, so you might as well just buy it. And not have to worry about setting that jump up every time. I mean, a Lennox and a Biddy's nothing to sneeze at. It's a solid street trade. Any way you look at it. 200k for the fuel as well. Getting stimmed out the wazoo. Stacking rigged up blackjack as well. I mean, that's a clean one. That's a couple miller. A certified 5 miller, I'd say, if I had to guess. We're comfy with that for sure. Definitely gonna keep at it, like I said, though. I want to at least clear out those marquees, and if not that, at least find an RBK. Something fun to end the week on. Between subpar loot runs and access card baits on marked room floors, there were a handful of raids that did their very best to bring me back down to earth. But Streets is just a numbers game, and if you run it enough, the perfect raid will eventually come your way. Behind me. Whoa. That's Kaban. Why was Kaban on the gun? What the hell's going on with that? Both the black guards down, Kaban down right here. Guard up top here. Let's pack my mags. I forgot to pack them when I was inside. This could be bad if I don't do it effectively here. Thank God, bro. That's exactly what I wanted, was a nade inside of my crate. I'm glad that weird-ass scav in the middle of nowhere read my mind. Walking up from mid-street just to toss a nade through the hole. Get him out of here. What is that pistol, man? Alexos? Don't mind if I do. Take 2 full crates of M80 as well. Give myself my extra 250k. Hard earned. $300? I mean, don't mind if I do at this point. Take that bonus 50 off the average. Alright, check 13. You gotta give me something big to make up for what I just lost there. All the rubles dog tags, okay. M60's alright. Would like a little something more though. Actually finding 2 things in Golden World. We're rich. What a payday. Where'd he go? You snake? Hello? Nothing. Let's put it on single fire. I've only got a couple bullets left here. Gotta really start taking my time, making sure I'm hitting shots. Here's another green bat. This room is actually really good for like green bats and paracords. There's like 2 spawns on the desk here. There, and on the floor there, as well as there. Pretty much every single spawn there has like random barter items on it. Which on streets means it can have a green bat as well. A beautiful spawn to be able to check every raid. Especially if you're coming through this part of the map anyways to hit relax. And for my next trick, I will show off a completely dry, a barren, if you will, relax room. Never mind. Never mind. Oh, brother. See, that's what I'm saying. Every raid I call beautiful drops and it gives me nothing. I have to expect the barren. I have to expect the wastelands. The completely empty relax room. It's got nothing in it. As you can see. Can we go for 3? Surely not, right? Oh. It's just... It's not real, man. An absolutely fried raid. We barely got the Kaban killing without running out of ammo. We got Alexo's key for it. The triple biddy relax is just unrealistic. Never expect this. This does not happen. Dog taste case, green bat. Lexo's key, triple biddy. Money was definitely acquired today. We still have a mark room to hit though. Let's not count our chickens just yet. So in the next 3 raids, this one has to pay us out. There's just no way I go under drop. Okay. Money me money room, please. We're going straight to the shelf. And it's empty. Classic. Little violet. That's what we're talking about, baby. Triple biddy violet right at the end of the raid. You love to see it. Kaban killed too. This was a juicer of a raid if I do say so myself. I was really hoping we'd be able to find an RBK tonight with all the raids that I'm doing here, but it's definitely seeming likely at this point that it's just not going to happen that way. Which is fine by me. If I get at least one more colored keycard inside of these marked rooms, I have 2 more raids to do here. 2 more uses, at least, on the abandoned factory. Then I'm going to call it for the night. 2 more raids is all it is. If I get RBK, we do. If we don't, we don't. It is what it is. We got our money up regardless. Yeah, we take those, baby. Give me that. Biddy and MBD. Absolutely no complaints. I have a feeling it's going to be a good raid. One of these marked rooms got to get my back for sure. All the weird biddies this time, man. MBD and finance biddies are out of the way. All these goofy rooms got their spawns for me. I'm getting my hopes up. Something's got to break, man. We can't just be getting the weird drops. We got to get the standards. Also got the food spawns in here, man. Sugars and moonshine occasionally. I don't know, man. This back office is just kind of nutty for a little bit of side quest loot. If you're willing to go the distance. Take 2 steps out of the way. You don't even have to go upstairs to hit the normal loot like I do. Just tap the back room. Take a little peek around and get out of there with your extra 100k. Okay. All statues. That's what we get. Seems like we might have used up all our luck in the weird rooms because we pulled absolutely nothing out of the relax room here. Gimme. Please, man. Give me the money. Oh, this is a black card, man. The shelf is empty. The next use has got to get our back, please. Any keys getting low? Tar bank's getting low. Conk 34 is getting low. Wait, what was that one? Was that office or 50? It was just normal Conk 64s on 2 uses. Gonna have to pick one of those up soon as well. He didn't say anything, he just started shooting, bro. That's from downtown. Nobody with the layup though, I'm out free. I just pop a Propatil, man. I don't want to heal all those individually. It'll get itself up. Let's take a little peek into factory. Not factory, into check 13. Mysterious marked room key. With the key case. And the M60. Gotcha. What is going on, man? And no card, classic. Cool. Well, I mean, key case is still a little bit of money. Key case and an M60 is like 300k total. Get out of there! Another nade, bro. You guys should be put down, I believe, in my personal opinion. Thank God I Propatiled. Double tapping, just to make sure. Yep. No way this is real, man. What's going on? I mean, listen, man. We're not complaining about a free LUTX. We'll take it. Check the spawn. I already showed it earlier in the video, but Concordia building, med camp, little alleyway. Front office right here. LUTX spawn. This whole shelf, there's bed spawns there too. You gotta peek them. And by you gotta peek them, I mean you really don't gotta peek them. I found 2 there today, but those are the first 2 that I found there in like 3 wipes. It really does not happen like that. That's where all my marked room luck went. I mean, like the marked rooms did not pay, but we got ourselves 2 biddies in a LUTX. We really cannot do any complaining. I mean, they did kind of pay. We got the little key toolbox. Not the key toolbox, you know what I mean? The key box. It is what it is. You'll probably notice in the final raid if you haven't yet, but I did record all of these in one session, and naturally, it's really hard to keep the energy up, regardless of how clean some of the raids have been. At least when you're running on 5 hours of sleep. But I really wanted to wade through it and give the video a clean break at the end, using up the last of the mark keys. So enjoy this final streets run of the week with the sleepiest frog. Call it a dub at the end. I am tired. I'm gonna be honest. It is 12:35 a.m. I gotta get up for work in 6.5 hours. But I said I was gonna raid until I was out of marquee uses. And I'm calling it early at the bigger marquee. Oh shit. Anyways, calling it early at the lesser marked key use that I have available, is what I meant to say. So as soon as I hit this factory key, we're getting out of here. I mean, that's not true. As soon as I finish the raid that I hit the factory key in, we're getting out of here. And that's what we'll call it for the week. Regardless of how many rubles we make. I'm pretty confident that the amount that I've made really does surpass my hopes and dreams for the week. Give me that Veritas, man. Let me out of here. There it is. And we're moving. Maybe. On this final raid of the night, we also find ourselves a little RBK. Is it possible? May I? Negative. Okay. Well, we tried our best. RBK was not meant to be today. We'll spend a different day looking for those. But not next week. Next week I got a different plan. And by next week, of course, I mean as soon as this video goes up, I'll be live streaming myself doing the event. So if you want to see a little bit of sneak peek on that, you could head on over to twitch.tv/SavageFrogTV and drop a follow if you're watching this on the day of. Maybe tune in, get a little sneak peek spoiler of the next video. Or don't. That's fine. Me and the boys will be chilling in there without you though, that's all. We'll miss you. We'll be thinking about you dearly. Or not, if that's not what you're into, man. I don't even know. I'm tired. MVD, could we get a little back-to-backer biddy? Just a little something for the boys. Not asking too much. Rip ammo's a little something. Nothing. Hey, chill out, man. Well, we tried. Tried my best. Unlucky. So what did we get total out of there? Was it just the one key at the start of the day and that's it? I can't remember if the violet was here or was in check 13. I don't know. You guys will know, you have the video to reference, but regardless, it's only 3 keys total. If we get one, it'll be 4, and if we don't, it'll be 18 key uses with 3 keys. I mean, 1 in 6 is not a bad odds, considering it's, you know, 6 to 7 mil for a key and 10 mil, or 6 to 7 mil for a card and 10 mil for a key. The money works out there. What is that? Like 1.6 cards per key. It's barely break even. Obviously, it's probably even more than that, but we're just getting unlucky. The Frog Classic. Check 15 with the OFZ. Oh, Nomos 2. Perf. And a teapot. That's a classic as well. This raid is shaping up to be about standard for a PvP raid, unfortunately. Oh, get me out of here. Where was that from, man? I see. What? Get the fuck back here. What are you doing going back in the door like a real player? Immediately ratting as soon as you get aimed at. Unbelievable. Gimme. Anything immediately piquing my interest? Nothing at all. I've seen a flare. Might as well pop that at the end if I can. We'll see if I need to, I suppose. Looking like a whole ass nothing. Okay. I mean, a red flare and a 120k gun. A couple 100k is solid, as per usual. Damn. No 3 for 3. Like I said, you really cannot expect them to be here commonly. But when they are here, they're a beautiful sight. Try to get through this whole 34 building really quickly before that lands. Ooh. G-Phone Superwater Sugar. Looks like 34 is the savior. SGC 10 as well. 34 really is the savior of the day. I'm pretty sure it should drop right here in the courtyard, but it's possible it goes out back. Closer to the interchange. Whatchamacallit? Transfer. Nah, we're good. Okay. Couch. Oh. Is that what I thought it was? Yup. Biddy on the couch, baby. You love to see it. Disrespected by the mushrooms this raid, but at least the couch got me. Pretty sure I just heard a scav there. Kinda hate that. A medical crate. This could be good. Let's take an Amolia, why not? Okay. Perusing really quickly. That's right, I need a new 64 key as well. Not a bad run. I mean, it really did pick up in the end there. It would have been nice to get a little bit of juice from the final uses of those 2 mark keys, but we still got a little bit of check 13 to loot, to be fair. But a bitty super water. Lots of standard good loot. Pretty strong final raid if I do say so myself. Lately I've been branching out and dabbling in rubling adventures that I'm not entirely familiar with, and although we found a comfortable amount of success in them, I'm glad I took this weekend to relax on streets again. There's just a level of familiarity in PVE and PvP on the map that I just don't really feel anywhere else in Tarkov, so thanks for indulging me this week. After a dense Ragman collection, I topped off the Bank of Frog at 625 million rubles, almost exactly 100 mil over where I would have ended had I given up right after Cultist hunting, as well as 185 million over last week's closing point. I'm gonna have to invest a little bit of this into keys, as next week I want to take a peek at reserved markrooms again. I just think a combination of bad luck, bad attitude, and a bad decision to not use the dorms mark order at the end of it may have soured my initial findings. So if you want to catch it live over at twitch.tv/SavageFrogTV, we'll be there Friday and Saturday. We'd love to have you. That's all I got for you this week though. See you.